In this video, we're just going to do a couple more of the conversions from fractions into mixed numerals. And when we do this, we're going to A, make sure we pay attention to our signs, and B, we're going to come across kind of a new technique. And the only new technique about it is I always want to try to get the easy way and take the easy way out. Because, I mean, let's face it, it's hard enough. Let's just go ahead and try to do it the easy way. So, step one, we divide the denominator into the numerator. Okay, so the easiest way to do this is go ahead and rewrite this, unless you happen to know what the answer is. And if you do, well, good for you. I don't. I'm not that good, so I'm going to go ahead and take 15. I'm going to divide that into 224. Okay, break. Notice that I don't have any signs here. That is because I know my answer must be negative. I'm not going to worry about the negative. I'm going to do that afterwards. Okay, just I'll be aware it's there, but I don't need anything to complicate my arithmetic because, hey, it's already complicated enough for me. Okay, so now 15 goes into 224. Okay, well first it doesn't go into 2, but it does go into 22. 15 goes into 22 once. 1 times 15 is 15. We subtract it. That gives us 7, and we bring down the 4. Okay. Now we have to be kind of cautious here. 4 times 15 is 60. 5 times 15 is 75. So we don't quite have 75 here. We can take 4, and 4 times 15 is 60, and we have 14 left. Okay, now if you happen to have more than 15 left when you're done, simply increase this number by 1 until you don't have more than 15. And that will be a way to do it. Alright, so now that we have 14 left, we cannot do anything with that. That is our remainder. We have a remainder of 14. So now to convert this, I write it in this form. The integer from the answer is the integer that I put out front. And so I take this 14, that becomes my new integer. Then my numerator for my fraction portion is my remainder. My remainder is this 14, and so that becomes 14 fraction bar. My denominator is the divisor. And so there's the converted mixed number. Now, don't forget, we had this negative up here, right? Just slap it out front. That's it. Because the answer, or the problem at first was stated as negative. The answer must also be negative. Otherwise, they're not the same, and that's bad. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to this next one. Alright, the trick here, and it's a trick. You were probably taught, and I taught or presented in my previous video, that if you can, go ahead and simplify the fraction. In this case, because I'm dividing by 100, I don't want to simplify the fraction yet. And because the number up top is so big, I think I'm going to want to convert this into a mixed number first. Then I'll simplify that fraction. So let's go ahead and set this up. The 100 goes out front as the divisor. The 762 goes underneath as the dividend. And now I say, how many times does 100 go into 762? Well, 100 goes into 700 7 times. 7 times 100 is 700. I subtract out, I get 62. 62 is smaller than 100, and so therefore I have a remainder of 62. Now, rewrite this the same way. My integer becomes my new integer for my mixed number. My remainder becomes my new numerator, fraction bar, and my divisor becomes my new denominator. Okay, at this point, stop and look at the fraction. Both the numerator and denominator are even. So we can go ahead and simplify that fraction. I usually choose to do it, if I can't do it in my head easily, I choose to do it on just off to the side, and I'll work on it separately. 62 divided by, okay, so if we divide both top and bottom by 2. So let's put that over here, and we'll say it's 2 times 31, 2 times 50. 31 is prime, if you didn't know that. And I have 2's here that are both factors. I can cancel 1 for 1, top and bottom. What's left is 50 and 31 share no common factor, and so therefore I'm done. And I'm going to go ahead and write my answer. So 7 and 62 100ths is the same as 7 and 31 50ths. It's going to take some practice to figure out exactly when you should simplify first and when you should wait. It's a lot of experience. I waited because this was a 100 and I could do that very easily. So I can divide that easily. I'm going to do that first, then I'll simplify. But dividing by 50, not as easy. So that's why I chose it.